it is me, Rita Janae, back with another installment to my Christmas Decorate With Me series. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my previous video on the Hobby Lobby sale that's going on right now where everything is 50% off. Y'all have got to check out this sale. It doesn't matter what your theme is, what you're trying to do around your home for Christmas. Hobby Lobby is gonna have something for you. I feel like I've said Hobby Lobby a million times in the past week, and it's only because I'm so excited about it. But anyway, today's video, I'm going to show you all how I'm prepping this space that I'm currently in for Christmas. And I know we're ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday, but I still like to just prep my home. And what that means is putting garland down in these spaces, putting up my Christmas tree, and maybe not 100% decorating these things, but at least putting everything in place so that when I am ready to decorate, it's gonna be a breeze, it's gonna be fun, and it's not gonna be stressful. I'm not gonna be trying to figure out how to attach my garland to my staircase or trying to figure out where to get a new tree from because my lights don't work just 1 month ahead of Christmas, right? So while we have the ample time to go ahead and set up and prep our home for the holidays, let's go ahead and do that. So if you're interested in that, stick around for today's video. I'm very excited to show you all what I'm gonna do. Also really excited because I just got my Christmas trees in. I had to order new Christmas trees because our old Christmas tree that we got from Sears, if you remember Sears, give a like, comment, but Sears is no longer around. So our old Christmas tree was from Sears, that's how old it was, and it eventually gave out. The light stopped working, y'all. It was a beautiful tree, but unfortunately we just had to let it go. So anyway, excited to show you all the new tree that I just got in from Amazon. That is gonna be kind of like the primary tree. It is a 9-foot tree. And then I also got another tree for another space in our home that is going to have more of that flocked, you know, Snow White Christmas look. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So here we are with the new trees, y'all. So the main tree is this one right here in the corner. And then I've got, I don't even know what this is. So I'm gonna start with this one. I know it looks really short, but this is actually a 9-foot tree. So I'm interested to see how they stuff this entire tree in this one little box. If you're wondering why I'm using these, it's because I lost my scissors. I've actually kept up with a really nice pair of scissors this whole time until like yesterday. So, of course, that's just the way things go. But we're gonna use this to open up our boxes today. And if I remember correctly, this tree was only like $139. So not a bad price if you ask me. I did not necessarily care to have the flock tree in here. I really just wanted something that is just gonna be pre-lit and a decent looking tree because my decorations are really what the focus is on. Now, first impression, this tree is kind of plasticky, if that makes sense. Like, I don't care about the material, but at the same time I do. Like, I don't want it to look cheap, you know? So, am I crazy about it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it. I miss my Sears tree. It's hitting me. It's really hitting hard right now. The fact that I really miss that tree from Sears. Because it was perfect, y'all. It was so perfect. But that's okay. We will move forward with what we have. Now, since I am gonna put this tree in front of this window, I'm standing in front of a really huge window. I'm having to move this but this console table that we previously had here. We had a lamp sitting on it, but I think this tree is gonna look so beautiful in front of this really big window. Let me show you the window real quick. The lighting is gonna be a little terrible for a second. All right, so as you can see behind me, it's gonna be in front of this really big picture window right here, so that when we have the tree on, like my vision is that when the tree is lit up, you can also kind of see the lights, subtly see the lights from the windows in the front of the house, as well as from this side, from the back patio as well. All right, now that I have my base together and I have my first piece, which I have labeled, but only because I didn't realize it already has a label on it, I'm gonna go ahead. I might have to loosen these screws a bit. Y'all, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to move this. I'm actually gonna have to move it to the corner because I don't know if you can tell, but it is blocking the entire walkway right here. And sure, we can walk around it, but it's just kind of messing with the flow of the room, I think. So yeah, I don't know, I might have to move it. As we can also see, I got a lot of work to do in terms of fluffing this tree, y'all. It's looking a little bare bones, but a lot can change once you actually go through and fluff your tree. So I'm gonna spend some time just trying to figure out if I want the tree here or if I want it in this corner where this mirror is, and then just doing something different in the middle where this big window is. So I'll be right back. All right, an important note to mention that when you're putting together your tree, you always want to just stop and make sure that the lights on the tree work before you go fluffing the tree out and all that. I almost forgot till my husband reminded me to just check the lighting on the tree. So here we go. You see that the lights work. Want to make sure every section of the tree is working properly. And since this tree has about 8 different lighting settings, I'm gonna just go through each one and make sure. So I don't know which one this is. Maybe this is the combination. All right, so we know that the tree works. So let's go ahead and start fluffing this tree out. And yeah, that's gonna take me a minute, but I'll be back. All right, so since I don't have the gloves for fluffing the tree, I'm just gonna wear some of these gloves. These are my kitchen gloves, my cooking gloves. I have a whole big box of them. They can be used to either cook or clean with, and apparently used to help you protect your hands as you're fluffing your tree. And also make sure you're wearing long sleeves so that your arms don't get all scuffed up. Like our Sears tree, my arms would be all kinds of scuffed up because it was a really good quality tree, really good quality, I guess you would call them like pine needles. It looked real. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is the part where you do want to turn some music on. You want to get you a snack, make sure you've already eaten. So I'm gonna start on this, but then I need to go eat, so it's probably gonna be dark outside when I come back to it. But this is the part where you do want to make sure you're comfortable and you are ready to spend quite a bit of time fluffing out your tree. So one rule of thumb, well 2 actually, is I would start from the bottom typically if I were you and putting up my tree. I like to start from the bottom and really get my base situated, and then I work my way up the tree. The other tip that I wanted to share is when you're fluffing each of these like sections of the tree, you want to make sure and literally grab every I don't know what you call these, but every piece within each section, and you want them to go in as many different directions as possible, and making sure you're varying or switching up the direction that they go in. So as you can see here, the first 2 pieces, I'm putting them in the opposite angle, and then the middle piece is just gonna go straight up, because I almost want it to be like if I were looking straight on, I'm seeing each piece in different directions, if that makes sense. And then the very end is gonna kind of like reach outward to maintain just the thickness of the tree. I like to just vary each of the sections as much as possible. I'm noticing on this tree, some of these sections are a bit loose, unfortunately. So I'm just kind of leaning them on the next section. Not a whole lot of pieces are like that. This is probably just the second one that I noticed was a bit loose. But yeah, in order to get that dimension, you just want to make sure you're going in as many different directions as possible. So like I have this first piece straight up, then I have this next piece that's in the middle. Let me bring it a little bit closer. Hopefully you can see that. That's kind of like in the middle of these other ones, so that when you're looking at the tree straight on, you're not looking at like the back wall here. You're looking at a different stem as you're looking through the tree. So hopefully that all makes sense. All right, hopefully you all can see what I meant by having a stem in each direction of the tree. So if we look at this stem that's fluffed out in comparison to, let's say, this one, you see how big of a difference that makes, and you see how there's such a huge gap. You can feel that gap if you know how to direct your stems. Some of these I'm still probably gonna go back and just vary a little bit. They're looking a little too uniform, but you really just wanna mix it up. And take your time. Take your time doing this, okay? Don't rush the process. Now, look at how I have filled in that gap, and it's gonna be even more filled in once we make it to the second tier.